Count it in.
Okay.
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 Just tell us when.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Valley View High School here at Blazer Arena for the 17th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic, presented to you by Suncom Media and the NEA Sports Network. We do apologize. We've had some technical difficulties, but we're back live on air. You haven't missed a whole lot.
No, we're still here at the first quarter, and that's the thing about this. We're playing 10-minute quarters, so, it's a little bit lengthier than a normal game, but you've not missed anything. It's 12-8 so far. I shouldn't say you hadn't missed anything. If you're really wanting to watch this game, you may miss a couple of minutes of your favorite player's time, but
not a three-pointer at least.
You haven't missed any massive scoring runs.
And Banks, and I believe that was tipped out by the Blue All-Stars. White All-Stars keep the basketball here. And like you said earlier, Banks, she is a very quick player, I've noticed. Coming out of
Rivercrest.
Yes, Rivercrest. And another steal. Well, that's the fourth steal we've seen already here in this first quarter alone. And a long pass. She thought about the three-point shot. She'll drive. That's number 31, Washington. And over to Courtney. She puts it up. Second time's a try. She'll get it.
That was Riverside to Riverside there. One thing about Washington is she's signed to play at Crowley's Ridge. So she's going to continue playing basketball next year. But her teammate, Amber Courtney, the beneficiary there, but Washington not a big-time outside threat. She's not going to shoot a lot of threes. I thought maybe you'd see her shoot that in this All-Star game, but she sticks true to what she does and penetrates and gets her teammate a look.
Rolson, she went up with a right-handed layup and just hit off the front iron, and it's Banks now with the basketball again. Trying to use a little hesitation. Wild kick out to Clark. Three-point shot goes up, and it's off. Banks again with another rebound. How athletic has Banks been so far? She'll put it up. It's no good.
She's everywhere right now.
I could definitely tell she's one of the quicker players tonight.
I wouldn't want to be guarding her in an All-Star game for sure.
Courtney down low in the post. Can she dominate? She can't. And it's Welch with the basketball. And a pass over, I believe that's Jackson from Jonesboro. She'll drive. Draws contact at least, and will shoot two.
One thing that I've noticed of broadcasting this game over the years is you'll see a little more defense be played in this girls' game than you will in the boys' game. The girls, they tend to take a little more pride on that end of the floor. The boys are more about, let's see who can get to 100, 120.
Yeah, who can shoot the most.
Yeah, the girls, however, they still continue to guard. They play this game more like a real game.
And I noticed that last year especially. Banks was off with her first one. Or Jackson, excuse me. She misses both. Now it's Rolson. And a kick out. Right wing shot is off. And almost saved from that time from Rolson, but it's right into the hands of Kinsey Clark. 3-point shot left wing is Banks, and her shot off again. Maybe, I think at this point they're probably just kind of shooting.
Well, and again, that your legs aren't under you.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit, so those shots that you normally catch and shoot in rhythm, you're not in rhythm anymore. You've had a little time off.
Wow, nice kick out, but the layup was missed that time. And Banks again with the basketball. Long pass over to Clark. Clark Euro step, puts up the shot. Can it fall? It won't, and a rebound that time, and that will be the end of the first quarter.
14-8 is the score here in the first. A little bit slow offensively, but nonetheless, I think you're going to see some shots start to fall here.
All right, so we'll come back for the second quarter. You're watching the 17th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic on Suncom Media and the NEA Sports Network.
Deeply rooted in Arkansas soil, Farmers and Merchants Bank focuses on local, community-based banking, working as a team to help you reach your goals and make our communities stronger. That's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank, home of Me Banking, member FDIC.
here in Valley View High School for the 17th annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic so far. It is 8-14, and a three-point shot was missed from the Blue All-Stars that time and out of bounds. Katie Clark couldn't keep the ball that time.
Well, again, we've talked about this. It's hard to get in rhythm when you're only playing 5 minutes. That's the first 5 minutes you played in a while. So I expect some shots to start falling. One, when everybody starts getting a little more tired, you're going to see some run-outs, some fast breaks, those kind of things. And this score will not be, in the low single digits before this one's over with.
Hampton puts up the wild layup attempt, and it was off that time, and it's White All-Stars ball. Kenley Morris now on the right wing. She'll pop the three-point shot. Can't get it to fall. And I believe that's going to actually go out of bounds on number 10, Hutstedler. So they're going to keep it with the White All-Stars.
One thing I do love about this game is it's very relaxed. You don't worry so much about coaches hollering and getting after officials or anything like that. So I think they thought the ball was going the other direction. Just a mix-up between officials, and I thought they were agreeance on it, and then one of the other teams took the ball out.
It's going to be Blue All-Stars ball now. They still are running a shot clock, I believe, but currently the shot clock's not even going.
Yeah. They started and they stopped. Now they're doing it. It's a little more lax in this game, honestly.
It's not taken very serious.
Well, and I get the reason for the shot clock. They've always done that, but
yeah,
or the last little bit, I guess. But to me, you're going to have girls shooting the basketball. Nobody's trying to stall here, so to me, the shot clock, you're probably not going to see many shot clock violations today.
Right wing shot for Grady is off, and Morris with the rebound kicks over to Hampton. Down low in the post is, I believe that was number 3, Wells. And finally the Blue All-Stars able to get a bucket that time. They lead 16-8 now.
It's a nice job of Hufstedler. Right place, right time for sure. Wells' ball is saved out of bounds directly into her hands, and then Hufstedler is going to be the beneficiary there for 2.
Welch. She's got the basketball. She's on the right wing. Maybe looking for a pass over to Morris. That's Kenley Morris, excuse me. Down low in the post is Grady. She's definitely a solid post player, and I know she was a very good post player all season long for Sloan Hendricks.
Well, I think both of us have been pronouncing that wrong. I think it's Grady.
Grady?
I think I just heard him over the intercom say Grady. So
that is my bad.
Well, I apologize too. I think we both have said Grady. So
she's got the most points though so far for the White All-Stars with 6.
That was definitely a strong finish inside.
Hampton over to Elizabeth from West Side. Left wing shot is good, and I believe that's her first three-pointer of the night, the second three-pointer for the Blue All-Stars.
Starting to see a little more scoring here. Shots are starting to fall.
Oh, wow. Nice defense that time from Hampton. Hampton up the court. She's trying to get inside. Shot won't go. Gets her own rebound, though. And she gets the shot to fall that time. 6 points from Hampton.
Well, that's not giving up on the play. Still battling inside there.
Morris. Kick inside to the post. Over to number 21. Off the back glass is good for Martin.
You can tell these girls are a little more winded than they normally probably would be. But again, it's been some time since they played, so I remember being a little more winded in that game as well.
Lauren Berger.
Nice job of Berger inside, getting the finish, and blue team starting to pull away a little bit. I have seen, though, over the years in this game, some leads be built, double-digit leads are built, but quickly those leads can evaporate. It's almost like an NBA-type game, especially when the pace picks up. A team goes cold, somebody gets hot, can get you right back in this game.
And a nice rebound that time from Wells out of BIC. She's going to try to take it all the way. Spin move in the post, gets it off the back glass. First basket of the night for Wells.
It's a nice little spin move. Gets around the defender, goes up, and finishes strong.
25 seconds, we'll see another substitution.
Wells a part of that BIC team that really caught fire late in the year, played really, really well down the stretch in the postseason. Got to the state tournament. They were fun to watch.
Welch just got her first basket of the night, the previous play, and a rebound almost from Berger. And they'll say it was out on the blue All-Stars, white All-Stars, with a substitution, and they're going to keep the basketball. And it's going to be Kinsey Clark out of Brooklyn High School. Going to take the ball down for the white All-Stars. Jackson trying to drive. Kind of stuck in the post. Oh.
Kind of got away with a walk.
Oh, that was a close one, and kicks it out to Welch. Welch finally getting her first basket on her own home court. Washington, mid-range jumper. Shot is off, and a rebound from Clark out of Brooklyn. Over, that's number 2, that's Banks. Banks' three-point shot is off. And almost a steal that time for the Blue All-Stars.
You're seeing a lot of hustle, though. That's one thing that I really like in this game. And, again, you'll see it in the boys' game. I shouldn't say that, but it's more obvious in the boys' game late in the game, you know, if it's a close one for sure. But early on, it's if you lose the handle, you know, rarely is everybody diving on the floor trying to pick up a loose ball. But you'll see that more so in the girls' game.
About 2:57 left here in the first half. And a bounce pass down low to Courtney and a kick out over to Washington. I have noticed from both sides the defense in the paint has been really solid for both teams so far.
Well, you're going to have to earn it if you get in there. A lot of times, too, in All-Star games, you'll see more so.
Look at that.
That was a nice move.
Rolston still not able to get it to fall. That would have been a really good play.
Very heads-up move, though.
Yeah.
You're seeing that more, you know, the Caitlin Clarks of the world have you know, done those type moves from an out of bounds. And so you're starting to see that a little bit more.
Banks, I believe she'll draw contact that time. Banks out of Rivercrest, man, she's been very athletic so far.
Very quick. And, you know, if you're not in the shape to run up down the floor that you were a couple months ago, you're huffing and puffing trying to guard her.
I believe the pass was intended for Joyner out of Marmaduke High, but is a little bit too far to the right, goes out of bounds, Blue All-Stars ball. Washington spin move in the post, and a pass over. Trying to get inside is number 5, Oliver. He still has the basketball and will be out, and a nice tip out from Banks that time. And White All-Stars will retain possession. You can definitely tell some of these girls are having a lot of fun tonight.
Oh, as they should. You know, a lot of them, like we've said, is their last time to, I don't want to say play organized basketball, but really, you know, in front of a crowd. They may still play some pickup games here or there, but rarely are you going to have crowds here to watch and that kind of thing. So one last chance to be competitive and go out and play in front of your family.
And Joyner, she had 3 attempts to make that basket, but ran out of bounds. And Blue All-Stars ball this time. 2:40 left to play here in the first half.
Washington with a strong drive there. She's going to draw the foul. It could have been potentially a jump ball.
Some strong defense from Jackson that time on from the White All-Stars.
Well, that's what Washington does best, is get into the hole. She does a really good job of dragging her defender all the way to the bucket and finishing through contact, getting to the free throw line. She led the charge for the Lady Rebels the last 4 years, really, but Conference Player of the Year, not this past season, the year before. Led Riverside to a state quarterfinal, state semifinal. She's had an unbelievable career in high school.
She's got her first basket tonight. Looking for her second point. She's able to hit the second free throw. Shot's good.
As good as Gracie Washington, and I can say this because I know her and Amber Courtney a little bit more so than most girls, but as good as Gracie Washington is on the basketball court, she's an even better person. So, hats off to her family and everyone that's had a part in that. And she's just a really good person that you can't help but root for and hope nothing but the best for.
Jackson, mid-range shot, and it's a swish. Great shot that time for Jackson out of Jonesboro High School.
27-18 now. We're starting to see a little bit more scoring. It's still about an 8 or 9 point game, though, most of the way here. So the white team needs a stop or two and would like to cut this. I'm sure nice pass, nice cut.
Beautiful.
That was very well done. Rolson with a beautiful backdoor pass to Oliver.
You can tell they practiced that.
And it's just one good basketball player to another. Good finish on the other end.
Clark drives. And the pass, I believe, was possibly attempted for Joyner. Right wing shot is good from Banks. Jackpot that time for the White All-Stars.
That's a shot that you can tell she's taken a couple times this game, gets that one to fall, and you can tell she's used to pulling up in rhythm and taking that shot.
Courtney trying to dominate her way into the paint, able to get it the second time. 4 points tonight for Amber Courtney.
Just like that, it's back to a 10-point game. White team really needs to try to get a bucket here and a stop. Try to make this a 6 to 8 point game heading into the half. It's a nice little give and go there.
It was a good try at least. Johnson's mid-range shot is no good. And the Blue All-Stars retain possession.
Blue team could go for what we call a 2-for-1 here if they attack, and they certainly do. That's going to hit back of the iron, but what a job there.
Yeah.
What a pass. Rolson has made 2 unbelievable passes in the last minute of this game. That one ended up in the bucket and the other just short.
Jackson steps up. Wasn't a three-point shot, but it was a mid-range jumper. 5 points already for Jackson.
Washington going to take her time here. Blue team can take the final shot of the half.
Spin move. Loses control. Clark now from Brooklyn. She has possession. Nice pass over to Welch. And with 4.2 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, I said the white team needed to cut it to 6 or 8. They got a chance to make it a 5 or 6 point game right here if they can get a bucket before the horn sounds.
Banks. Can she get the shot off? Clark, it won't go off in time. Stay tuned. We'll come back right after halftime. You're watching the 17th Annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic here on Suncom Media and NEA Sports Network.
Hey, look here. Take it from Uncle Si. Okay, come on down here to George Kell Motors. Hey, look. GeorgeKellMotors.com. Hey, you need to come on down there, I'm telling you. You're going to fool around, I'm going to buy every truck on this lot. Look, I'm telling you, hey, you need to come down here to George Kell Motors. Hey, look, take it from Uncle Si. GeorgeKell.com. Motors. I keep bringing out the motor. GeorgeKell.com. Cut.
Chevrolet together, let's drive.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
Pac-Mail Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Pac-Mail, Tim, what's that all about?
That's right, Trey. Pac-Mail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. Trey, at Pac-Mail, we can do all that and more.
Pac-Mail Supercenter, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive at Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Pac-Mail.
For over 20 years, Central Dealerships has partnered with Suncom Media and NEA Sports to bring you live coverage of sporting events in Northeast Arkansas.
From heated rivalry games to conference showdowns along with playoff championship action, Central Dealerships continues to showcase the best games that NEA has to offer. Remember, when shopping local, Central Dealerships have played a huge role highlighting local players. Just like Suncom Media and NEA Sports, Central Dealerships puts NEA student athletes first.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glenn Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Deeply rooted in Arkansas soil, Farmers and Merchants Bank focuses on local, community-based banking, working as a team to help you reach your goals and make our communities stronger. That's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank, home of Me Banking, member FDIC.
Get ready to tackle any job with ease.
In a Chevy Silverado from George Kell Motors. With all the torque and horsepower you're ever going to need, along with connectivity, you'll be unstoppable.
Work, travel, play.
Do whatever you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Don't miss out on truck season. Come to George Kell Motors, your Hall of Fame dealer, off Highway 67, exit 85 in Newport, and drive your brand new truck home today.
It's truck season. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Hackmail Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Hackmail, Tim, what's that all about?
That's right, Trey. Hackmail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. Trey, at Hackmail, we can do all that and more.
Hackmail Supercenter, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive at Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Hackmail.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glenn Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Deeply rooted in Arkansas soil, Farmers and Merchants Bank focuses on local, community-based banking, working as a team to help you reach your goals and make our communities stronger. That's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank, home of Me Banking, member FDIC.
Get ready to tackle any job with ease.
In a Chevy Silverado from George Kell Motors. With all the torque and horsepower you're ever going to need, along with connectivity, you'll be unstoppable.
Work, travel, play.
Do whatever you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Don't miss out on truck season. Come to George Kell Motors, your Hall of Fame dealer, off Highway 67, exit 85 in Newport, and drive your brand new truck home today.
It's truck season. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Hackmail Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Hackmail, Tim, what's that all about?
That's right, Trey. Hackmail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, shift that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. Trey, at Pac Mill, we can do all that and more.
Pac Mill Super Center, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive at Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Pac Mill.
Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team. Becoming a member of the Westside Athletic Booster Club is a rewarding and valuable contribution to the Warrior Nation, our school, and most importantly, our student athletes. The purpose of the club is to promote athletics at Westside High School in an atmosphere that is consistent with the educational philosophy of the school community. Check out our Facebook page for more information on how to become a member. Westside Athletic Booster Club. We're the team behind the team.
Welcome back to Valley View High School. It's the Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic presented to you by Suncom Media and the NEA Sports Network alongside my broadcast colleague Garrett. So far, these are the stats, man.
Well, White team had a few more possessions, at least a few more field goal attempts, 10 of 32, 31% from the field. Blue team a little more efficient, 12 of 28, 43% from the field. I think that is translated into an 8-point lead at this point. But from a statistical standpoint, rebound pretty even there for White team, 8 offensive, 8 defensive, turned the ball over 5 times. Blue team, could probably have a little bit more of a lead here, but 8 turnovers. They've done a good job rebounding, 14 total rebounds, 8 and 6 there, but turning the basketball over, anytime you turn it over 8 times and a half, that's 8 times you did not get to shoot. So, if you're keeping yourself from 8 potential shot attempts, you could have really maybe, I don't want to say put this one away. Again, it's an all-star game with plenty of talent on the floor, but you've got an 8-point lead and you've turned it over 8 times. You got to feel pretty good about where you are at this point if you're the blue team.
I think it's pretty interesting that the blue All-Stars have shot better than the white All-Stars, but they do have more turnovers.
They do. That's just kind of possibly being careless. They've maybe forced the issue, taking better quality looks, but been a little more careless with the basketball.
Well, we return here at Blazer Arena here at Valley View to the second half of the girls' Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic, and immediately down low in the post, a foul is called.
Now to number 3, Callie Wells. First personal, first team foul for the quarter.
Grady so far already with 6 points on the night.
She's definitely a force inside. You can tell Grady really, when she gets the ball, she's looking to score, and she's looking to do so very strongly. She's not going to take an ill-advised shot or fading away. She's going to get the ball gathered and go up strong.
She, kind of like almost like Shaquille O'Neal, Obviously not as dominant, but I feel like
I understand the reference.
Yeah. And a turnover from the blue All-Stars. White All-Stars will retain possession.
Well, just like that, we talked about turnovers for the blue team, and first possession here in the second half, they turned it over. So, you got to kind of limit those turnovers if you want to pull away in this game.
Kinley Morris from Brooklyn High School with the basketball. And kick out to Grady. She drives, mid-range jumper. Will the shot fall, and it's off.
Still a good look. Those are the looks you'll live with for sure. An open 7-8 footer, just unable to connect.
Foul. That time, right wing shot from Hampton is off. And a rebound from Kinley Morris.
It's a good job of weaving through traffic there, holding on to the basketball. Grady for 3.
Just a little bit too far to the left.
I think she did not realize how open she was at the moment. I think she caught it, saw a little bit of daylight, shot it, and didn't realize that she could have probably taken 3 or 4 dribbles in.
And she was smiling too.
Nobody's mad, I can promise you that. Not in this game for sure.
Wells, kick out over to Hampton. Hampton top of the key. 18 on the shot clock. Addie Val now.
One thing that's good, too, about this game is you get to watch girls who, I don't want to say hated each other, but were rivals, oftentimes for the last 3 or 4 years, and playing against each other, battling against each other, and respected each other, but now they get to go out and have fun together. That's a nice, strong move there from Welch, as she's able to finish that one. And just like that, Alex, it's a 4-point game. This deficit cut in half.
And the turnovers have already reached 10
11.
Now 11 from the Blue All-Stars. This is definitely not something we saw last year. The Blue All-Star team last year was pretty stacked. Welch from West Side High gets the screen. She drives. She has some room, some contact. And a rebound from Martin. Kick over to Morris. Morris, left wing shot is up. Shot won't fall, and it's a rebound from the Blue All-Star.
I had a chance there to cut it to a 1 or 2 point game. Let's see what they do in transition. Nice job by the blue team. Getting all the way to the rim by Berger.
Morris again going to take it down. Right over to the right side. Zygrady. She puts up the shot. It's off. And a nice board attempt that time from Elizabeth. Spin move in the post as well. She puts up the shot. Won't fall again. Addie Val that time with the board. Elizabeth from West Side, top of the key. 3-point shot is off.
Now you're seeing teams get out and run it. There's more transition this half. I don't know if adjustments were made by the coaches at halftime or if the girls just decided, hey, let's just get out and run, see what happens.
Game's getting even closer, 33-29 now. Hampton drives. Almost kind of like a floater that time, but the shot was off. A nice rebound from Martin.
That's another shot that, mid-season form, there's a little more touch to it, and that probably goes in, but given the layoff, you just don't quite oftentimes as a shooter and scorer have maybe the touch that you had.
Addie Val, kick over to left wing, 3-point shot from the Blue All-Stars. And a nice rebound that time from the White All-Stars. Up the court is Welch from West Side. She'll try to drive baseline, puts up the shot, no good, and it's a rebound that time from Lauren Berger. Val, 3-point shot off that time again.
There are lids on the buckets right now. hard to get a shot to fall, it seems like.
There's not been that many 3-point shots tonight so far.
There have been more in the last 2 minutes probably than there have been the entire game, it feels like. Here's another one. Hampton pulls up. That is money. She catches it, shoots it in rhythm. Nobody around. You might as well take it to the bank.
She's got 9 now on the night. Most points for the Blue All-Star so far. Draws contact that time. And Grady has really just been a solid post player so far for the White All-Stars. Obviously, I really didn't get to see her a whole lot during the regular season when she played for Sloan Hendricks, but I do know about her. I know that she's always been a really solid player. She's played basketball for a long time.
You can tell she is, I'm not sure how Sloan was this year. I believe they were pretty good, but you can tell they probably built a lot around her. She is very fundamentally sound and makes good decisions, can score the basketball really well, and she is, you can tell, a tremendous basketball player.
Substitutions come in once again here in the third quarter.
(36-30). So blue team hanging on. Small lead here. It's been as many as 12, I believe, at one time.
Wow. I believe shot was blocked that time from Joyner.
Joyner's, she's athletic. She's tall and athletic.
Clark, 3-point shot off the front iron, or the left iron, excuse me, and a drive this time from Banks. Wild shot attempt. Goes right into the hands of Johnson. Neither one of them able to get a shot to fall.
My team got what they wanted right there. They had 3 or 4 looks inside the lane, just unable to get one to fall.
To Washington now. She'll drive. Maybe she's got some room. She does. She bullies her way into the paint.
That's exactly her game. That is what she's done so well over the years. Like I said, at Riverside, is just slow it down. She can go one-on-one, isolate her and her defender, draw somebody over, and she's very unselfish, but she knows how to finish when she gets the ball deep like that.
Welch with the crossover. Bounce pass into Jackson's hands. Jackson, she loses at that time, and a great defensive effort from the Blue All-Stars that time.
The Blue back up to an 8-point lead here, looking to expand on that. If they can somehow get this to a double-digit game.
Washington's left wing shot is no good as well. Banks, she's got some room. Right hand finesse is good.
Tough. That is tough, Alex. She penetrated right there, and that's a nice little floater up and just barely grazes off the rim and the glass. Puts that one in.
5 points for Banks, and another turnover from the Blue All-Stars. That could be the 11th or 12th. To the hoop. Number 11 is able to get it that time. Joyner from Marmaduke.
It's a good job defensively there, and she just stands all alone. It's a wide open layup to push it back to an 8-point game. White team keeps making a run. They keep trying to, they're threatening, cut it to 4. Blue just always seems to push it back to a 6 or 8-point game.
Nice pass over from Clark. And number 32, Joyner, trying to get a shot up and at least able to draw some contact that time.
Foul charged to number 40, Amber Courtney, first personal, third team foul. Bailey Joyner at the line for the white team.
First one is good. She so far has 3 points tonight. Blue All-Star ball now.
Just over 2.5 to play. Washington penetrates, and I'm telling you, she's very unselfish. She could have probably taken that there, gone all the way to the rim, but try to get everybody involved here.
Over to Washington, and Washington, she's able to draw contact that time. 2 free throws.
Foul is charged to number 2, Michaela Banks, her second personal, first team foul, third quarter.
And Washington, like you said earlier, is also from Riverside.
She's one of the kids you hate to see graduate. She's meant so much to the program.
Yeah.
Just the development of her and all the other players around her. And Riverside and Coach Timms, and they've had a couple really good years in a row now, and they're still knocking on the door, but I'm going to say next year, no pressure or anything, but I want to say they have to still be one of the favorites to win a state championship.
And it's the same thing with Brooklyn, especially the boys Brooklyn team. They had the big senior starting 5, but it was the big 4. Obviously, all of them graduating. That's not too sure how Brooklyn's going to look next season. And nice save attempt that time from Banks, but Blue All-Stars keep it. Wow, swatted out of here. Welch did that time. And White All-Stars with the basketball. I believe one of them was looking for a foul that time. Up the court. Layup is no good from Welch. And it's Washington with the basketball now. She drives, crosses over, puts up the shot off the back glass.
Gracie Washington.
It's, what, 7 or so now for Washington?
Yes.
Somewhere along that?
I have 9 on
9. Okay.
3-point shot off. Welch able to get the rebound. And no good that time. And a rebound from Rolson out of Paragould High School. Rolson, right wing 3. Shot is off. This time a rebound from Courtney. She puts up the shot, no good.
I feel like one player from each team that we've seen and heard a lot of and playing harder maybe than anybody on the floor. Michaela Banks for the white team.
Yes.
And Reese Rolson for the blue team. Both those two have been a joy to watch, just their energy and their effort and some of the passes they've been able to make. It's just been fun.
And I've really liked Banks' game so far tonight. Corner 3 is good that time for Mallory Welch, able to get a 3-point shot on her own home court.
43-37, back to a 6-point game. White team just won't go away. Blue team can't put it away. Washington's going to get to the line for 2 more here.
Washington's looking for 11 points now. She's able to hit both free throws.
I don't know if she'll make these, and I don't want to give her the announcer's jinx here, but during the season, she was a tremendous free throw shooter for the Lady Rebels.
So far, she's made 3 free throws already.
I feel like this one's going in too.
Washington, so far, from what I've calculated, she's the first player tonight to hit double digits.
I jinxed her. If I hadn't said anything, she probably would have made both.
Welch, long pass over to Clark. Clark over to Banks that time. Left wing shot is good. You bet.
For 3.
I think that gives Banks 8 points on the night.
Yes.
So she's creeping close to that double-digit mark.
Wow, Courtney, great
Nice
job.
rebound. It's a good, strong move from Washington, and as they've done so many times, Courtney right there to grab the offensive rebound and finish.
Full court shot is no good from Banks that time. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter. The Blue All-Stars lead the White All-Stars 46-40. You're watching the 17th Annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic on Suncom Media and the NEA Sports Network. Welcome you back to Valley View High School here at Blazer Arena. It's the Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic, and I don't think you missed too much there that first play.
Yeah, there wasn't anything significant, just 16 seconds running off the clock.
Hampton tried to get it that time. No good. It's going to be White All-Stars ball. It's the fourth quarter.
Rules are a little bit different in the fourth. I think you don't have to play all 5 minutes. A lot of times coaches will still do something similar, but you don't have to play it all the same. You can do it differently if you want to in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Kick out to Morris. She'll drive. Looking for the pass.
Here's a trivia question for you. In the 17 years of doing this, 16 previous, I guess, how many of these games have gone to overtime?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I don't know the answer either, so
I
I'm
have
asking
no
an
clue.
unfair question that I don't know the answer to. Hampton with the drive, left hand, no good. Welch with the rebound.
Welch takes it down. She has some room. Contested shot. It's good, though.
Welch has looked really good here in the second half. She's made some really strong moves. I believe, what does she have now? 6 for the game? 8 for the game? 6? I want to say all 6 of those may be here in the second half.
Going to drive this time, but the ball is lost, but picked right back up.
Got some faint music in the background. I think somebody heard me or said something. Or
Three-point shot is good that time.
Huffstedler drained that one. That was a good look.
8 points for her so far.
You've got several girls. This could come down to a really tough pick for MVP. You've got several girls in that 8 to 10 point range right now.
Morris able to pick up her first basket of the night. A nice little layup. Berger crosses and pump fakes. Kick out. Left wing shot is good that time. Great shot.
For 3, Hallie Wells.
And it was Wells, actually, who was able to get that three-point shot. It's kind of tough when they don't have a number at the front of their jersey.
One thing you don't see very often in this game is, it's not too serious. That's a good job there. Nice, strong right hand by Morris. She's able to finish that one off the glass, but you don't see a lot of plays. You don't see a lot of sets offensively or really defensively. It's more just a man-to-man approach from a defensive standpoint, and it's more just kind of a freelance type play. You're just running off screens, choosing to pick, play more, a little more one-on-one, hit the open girl, that kind of thing on the offensive end.
Blue All-Stars going to pass in. Over to Elizabeth from West Side. Long pass over to Addie Val. Val, she'll drive in a kick out to number 3, Wells. Her three-point shot's off. And it's a Blue All-Stars rebound. No, it's another turnover. Katie Clark, bounce pass. That time, finesse layup is good.
Welch, there she is again, her 8th point of the night. She's making a strong case for this white team if they're able to get back and win this one.
Look at that, Hampton able to get her own rebound and draw the foul. Hampton's looking for double-digit points.
Foul is charged to number 21, Presley Martin. Her first personal. First team foul, fourth quarter.
She's good on her first 10 points already. Or now 10 points for Hampton.
I know she hit a 3 earlier in this one. I just don't know if she's hit 2 threes. She hit a 3 to start the game. That was the first possession of the game. So she's she's probably the game's leading scorer at the moment.
Turnover that time. And it's Blue All-Stars ball now. Wells spin move in the post.
That's a good job of changing direction from Wells.
Corner 3 is good, and man,
she's caught fire a little bit here in the second half as well. I think that puts her in double digits.
That's her 3rd three-pointer tonight.
We're starting to see quite a bit more scoring now in this fourth quarter.
Like they kind of all the nerves have gotten out, and now they're starting to actually make their shots.
I think 19 points have been scored in this fourth quarter, the first 4 minutes, which has been the most in any stretch of this game.
25 on the shot clock. Wells almost loses the basketball. Huffstedler drives, draws contact as well.
Good strong move.
Foul is charged to number 21, Presley Martin. Second personal, second team foul. Huffstedler at the line for the blue team.
Good on her first so far, 12 points. And we'll have the substitutions come in.
Back to a 10-point game. What was a 3-4 point game earlier has now been pushed back to 10. Both free throws good from Huffstedler.
She's got 13 now.
She may be the game's high scorer at the moment.
Clark for the White All-Stars. Kick out over to Welch. And now it's down low inside the post. That's Jointner. Her shot is no good, and a nice little rebound from Courtney that time. Washington now. And a baseline drive for the Blue All-Stars. Kick out. That's number 5, Oliver. 3-point shot. Almost gets it to fall.
Again, you're going to see girls diving on the floor.
It's a battle.
I love it. I love the energy.
Johnson over to Clark. Can she hit it? She does.
Boy, if they had been playing with this offensive aggressiveness earlier in this one, this game could be in the 80s right now.
Mm-hmm. Washington. Nice little pass out to Oliver from BIC. Her 3-point shot is off, and a rebound from Johnson from Jonesboro High. Johnson, she loses control of it.
Off Rolson's foot, I believe. It's going to stay with the white team.
Johnson gets it inside to Jointner. And her shot no good, and a rebound from Courtney. Now it's Washington with the basketball.
Going to take this one to the rim.
Yeah, she's got all the room in the world. She gets another basket. 12 points for Washington.
It's going to come down to some really difficult MVP voting.
Oh, for sure. It's very, very even points-wise.
I don't think you can go wrong with any of them.
Three-point shot almost was able to fall that time, and another rebound from Courtney. I wonder how many rebounds she's had so far.
Somebody's keeping up with it.
Number 13, Rolson from Paragould. Her shot no good. Courtney, she's able to get it again, and I believe that's 8 points now for her.
It's a nice left-handed finish.
A basket by Amber Courtney.
Jackson bounce pass, and a bounce pass right back to Jackson, and she misses the layup.
Blue team going to push the ball up the floor.
Ooh, major contact, nothing called. Clark from Brooklyn over to Johnson. Johnson hop steps and able to get the finish.
It's a nice, strong finish there in transition.
That was Jackson, excuse me.
Just over 3 to go here in this girls' all-star game. 10-point lead for the blue team. Washington, nice spin move.
Kicks it out over to Courtney. And the Blue All-Stars will retain possession. Drives. Tough shot from Rolson that time, not able to get it to fall. Long pass over to Clark. Clark, she has some room. Misses the layup, and a rebound from Washington.
She's going to take this one in.
15 on the shot clock. Oliver almost loses it.
It's maybe the furthest down in the shot clock we've seen the possession all game.
Courtney, way too easy for her. 10 points for her as well.
Courtney's been almost automatic when she's caught the ball within 3 to 4 feet tonight.
She's also been a really, really great post player for the Blue All-Stars tonight. And, of course, Banks. Can she get it? She does. And one, count it.
Touched every part of the rim and just softly fell through the net. Hey, Y team's not going away quietly here. They're continuing the battle.
Not able to convert on the and one. They're not even going to pass in. They're just going to go. Oh, wow. Look at that. Great read from Welch to the hoop. Left hand finesse is no good. And one counted a second time. Jackson.
Just how they drew it up. Missed the first one, get the rebound and the foul on the second.
It was a great steal, too, as well. Take a look at the replay here. And a tough finish.
Only way that would have been better is if she would have dunked it.
Oh, we could see some dunks in the next game.
I feel like we'll see a few.
There's definitely some guys who I know can dunk.
Covered a few of these games, like I said, over the years, and we usually do an over-under how many dunks we think we'll see. And there was one year where we saw a ton of them, which was impressive.
Mm-hmm. We didn't see too many dunks last year. I don't know if you remember Rashawn Marshall out of Blytheville. He actually didn't end up playing in that game, but he was actually at Bearcat Arena just sitting there watching.
I do remember.
I was kind of hoping for, to see Rashawn Marshall dominating the post like he always does. Obviously, he decommitted from Ole Miss, and now he's playing for Arkansas State next season.
That's a big-time pickup for the Red Wolves. A really good player, homegrown.
Yes. And I had the privilege to call a lot of his games my first year doing play-by-play. That time, Washington able to get it to fall. 14 points for her now.
I think that makes her the leader for the game with 14. So, and I know it's not all based off points, but Washington's had a huge impact in this one. She may be the slight front runner for the MVP.
It's definitely going to be a tough choice.
I think it's going to be a blue team.
Ooh, Cash.
A member from the blue team's going to win this MVP. Is they're all but certain to finish and close this one. 10-point lead with 1:10 to go.
The points, though, wise, it's so close.
I know. You've got
four different players who have
12
got
to 14, yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be a tough call.
Banks, three-point shot. It's off, and a rebound that time from Welch.
I think if Washington's able to get another bucket, I think she kind of distanced herself a little bit. And she's not worried about that, I promise you. If there's one player on this floor that honestly could not care less about it, it's her. She is the most selfless player.
Left wing three that time from Banks, and that will put her at 11 points on the night. We enter the final seconds.
Well, a little more points scored here in the second half, obviously, than the first. So we got to see a little more offense as this one winded down, got to 70. That's going to put her at 17 for the game, and I think she's going to have to be the pick for most valuable player, as she has really played exceptionally well in this game today.
Nice kick out over to Joyner. She puts up the shot, but it's off, and a rebound that time from Rolson out of Paragould High.
Do you just dribble it out here, or do you go ahead and shoot? It's an all-star game. I think you shoot it.
I might as well shoot it.
Yeah.
But obviously the respect still stays there. Don't go anywhere. Blue All-Stars, they take the W tonight, 70-60. Don't go anywhere. We'll talk about the most valuable player for this game. You've been watching the 17th Annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic on Suncom Media and the NEA Sports Network.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glenn Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Welcome you back to Valley View High School here at Blazer Arena, and we just concluded the girls All-Star game. It was a second year in a row the Blue All-Stars pick up the W. This time it was 70-60.
Just as we expected, Alex. They're gonna honor Gracie Washington, and I want to give another shout out to her. She had 17 points, I believe, today.
Yes.
Played exceptionally well, shot it well, scored, controlled the pace of the game a lot. She's the first player in Riverside history, boys or girls, to be named conference MVP and then come out and win the MVP of the Jonesboro Senior Sun Classic. So hats off to her. What a great way to end her high school career. She's just a phenomenal human, and just a lot of girls today, though. Let's give credit where credit is due. 4 players on the Blue All-Star team in double figures, and Hampton, Huffstedler, Courtney, and Washington, all 4 in double figures. Michaela Banks had double figures for the white team, as did Jamaria Jackson. Several other players really close. Grady had 8 points. So you had several girls. Mallory Welch ended up with 7. Lainey Welch had 8. I think all 8 in the second half. Just a really good game today all the way around. That second half for sure was so much fun to watch.
Yes.
And hats off to all these girls. Congrats. Big honor that you made it here today. And we wish you, whether it's basketball or life in general, we wish you nothing but the best in the future.
Washington, the most valuable player for the Sun Senior Classic. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. It's the boys All-Star game. You've been watching the 17th Annual Jonesboro Sun Senior Classic on the Suncom Media and the NEA Sports Network.